Hey everybody, it's Austin Ward back for another BuckIQ with former Ohio State wide receiver Evan Spencer. You know we got to talk about those wideouts. It's hard to believe now that there's 8 games down, there's only November left. And I would say, other than Dwayne Haskins, Evan, I mean, KJ Hill's kind of been the star of the scene for these Buckeyes this year.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely has, and I think it's a testament to the quarterback, obviously, his efficiency and being able to get the ball to that player in the middle of the field. That's always been highlighted in our offense, but, what's really, made me feel good about the season and everybody's maturation within the room is the spreading around, the different types of bodies getting touches, and all the tight ends that we saw get some catches last week, which I'm sure we'll get into at a later date. But nonetheless, just being able to see all those guys do what they do best is really fun to me.
KJ, when you have that crowded room, but it seems like when you need a clutch catch, this guy's the guy who keeps stepping up and delivering. Yeah,
I mean, he is. I think it's, when you're playing quarterback, sometimes you got to have a guy to fall back on. Sometimes you got to have a guy to, when you're in a tough situation, I think of him a little bit of Jarvis Landry. They remind me a lot of each other. But in saying that, somebody with strong hands, somebody who can, get in and out of tackles really well, but more or less just gets open when you need him. I think that that chemistry is building pretty strong with the quarterback, and obviously it is so with other guys in the room. But KJ's balling.
He's shown that one-handed ability. God bless him then. So.
Exactly. He learned a little bit from me. I had to teach him a thing or two.
All right, got that from Evan Spencer. All right, well, we got a bunch of those KJ Hill catches from that first half of the season to break down. Evan will drop his knowledge, so let's roll the film.
Get that development that he needs. Haskins. Oh, what a catch! KJ Hill, touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, Evan, this was against Minnesota for KJ Hill, and everybody knows how it ends here with one of the most sensational grabs of the year. But as a wide receiver, I think you always tell me, look at the get off here, and this starts with his first step.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's field 3 in the bunch. So much about the bunch is it puts the coverage in a weird spot because naturally they can't get that condensed, so they got to pass some guys off, and when you do that, sometimes communication's real tough. Obviously you can see here with his release and Terry's release, they both come off with that get off like you're talking about, with that presence, which affect these two guys. But with both of them coming here, they can't really decide who's going low, who's going high, who they need to pass off to. So he's probably got the flat, and he's probably saying, whoa, well, I'll match Terry man. Well, in doing so, we had a really good way of disguising four verticals, because he's got that he's got this hole. KJ is going to take this seam or this hole, and Terry's obviously going to stretch him away. And when you do that, you can get these defenses who want, I want to play cover 3, right? I got this guy who's going to cover the middle third of the field. Well, I got 2 defenders there, right? So it's just it's a great read on the quarterback's perspective, and he's getting it to him, who he knows is a freak of nature and is going to make a incredible play. And then he's got the stickum gloves on today, and had a blast afterwards.
These catches, Evan, I mean, I've seen receivers joke around after practice and work on this right here. They want to do one-handed grabs. Everybody loves it. How much time do you actually spend on it? How much of it is just instinctual here?
It's all instinctual, right? It's at the end of the day, the reason why, at least in my head, when I would get into these situations, it's more reacting. If I'm getting there and I got to flip my body open and I got to turn and track the ball, if I got a good eye on the ball and I can see where the nose is and I can probably get my fingers over top of it, sometimes it's just you react, and afterwards you realize, oh man, I just did that. I should probably run to the end zone and see if I can score. But nonetheless, it's just reacting and playing ball. This is having fun, man.
I think you like the celebration too.
Oh yeah, the celebration is great. Now I will say, we wouldn't have got away with this. I know some Big Ten refs that would have flagged us real quick, but nonetheless, again, this is the guys having fun. I don't hate it one bit. I wish I'm envious, if anything.
To get the chance.
I'll say that, yeah.
Chris, and then Draymond Jones. Haskins looking for the end zone. Hill, touchdown, Ohio State.
You can go back and KJ Hill earlier in the year. He's been this big play guy, and that started week 3 TCU. Ohio State has the lead here, but they're looking to capitalize on some momentum and build a lead. Runs a nice little route here, makes a nice adjustment of the ball.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's great design, great play. We got an isolation one-on-one man coverage, and it's just another play where he's being able to adjust the ball, adjust his body, track the football all the way in. make a big play. But this is a testament to the quarterback. He didn't do too much there, but move his body. The quarterback perfectly placed it, put it in a spot where only he could get it, and it's a touchdown.
These throws and everybody talks about the back shoulder and how that. Quarterback accuracy is a big part of it. What's the challenge for a receiver when you're getting your head around, trying to look back, and beat a cornerback, identify the ball, all that stuff that goes into it on that side? I mean, give some credit to him.
Oh yeah, no, I mean definitely. I'm gonna give the receiver some credit, but at the end of the day, his focus is run your route. When you're thinking about do I need to adjust the back shoulder? Do I need to keep running and try to stack him? You just run your route. You're running to stack this receiver, and the quarterback will make you right.
Okay.
And that's why I said the quarterback is definitely the one to be impressed, or was the impressive one here, because he's running his route, and obviously that route took him to not quite stacked, but still open nonetheless, and he found it. But naturally he opened his body, made a play on the football, and obviously we scored a touchdown. But it's just great football, pitch and catch. You gotta love it.
Again, slot receiver uncovered. There it is. And they pitch it to Hill. Hill, first down. Still running. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And then I mentioned those clutch catches. Here you go. This is the most clutch of all. Now, it's not the most difficult grab that KJ Hill will ever have, but I know from talking to you previously when we did Terry McLaurin's blocking breakdown, Evan, that you were really impressed with what KJ does here to set all this up.
Oh yeah. There's you can see it from this angle. Obviously, we got a bubble route, right? Both of these are blocking. Number 2's blocking MDM. Terry's running off or blocking his guy. That said, KJ's ability to catch the ball, adjust to it, change his angle as he's setting up the defender coming to block 29 there is what impressed me most. And I know there's 3 angles. I'm not sure if there's that last one. The last angle is the one I like best because you can clearly see his eyes, his intention, going out wide towards the sideline. One more. You can kind of see here too. Boom. Here, let's go back here. Let's go back here. Yep. So here, you can see it slowly as he sees 29 is going to match him, right? That's the guy I got to beat. He starts to then run, sets an angle as if he's going to, hey, I got to get this first down. And 29 then sets his angle to that, right? Okay, 29 is going to go make this play. But good running with the ball in your hands is just setting up and defeating angles. Once he does that, he sinks, changes the angle, and 29's coming in with too much speed, he can't adjust. And past that, it's just go score. You got 2 guys that are busting their butt for you. Obviously, Austin and Terry, and the rest speaks for itself.
You get to the end here, you talked about that celebration there with the one hand. You get to high step in for a win and a wideout. I mean, what could really be better? And here you get a look at the eyes that set it all up.
Oh, yeah.
What could be? This guy just looks like he's having a lot more fun than anybody else on the field.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's when we get to see the best product, right? That's when we get to see the freakiest plays.
Yeah.
That's when we get to see the most chemistry on offense. It's just when it almost looks effortless, And when we get to watch KJ and when we get to watch Terry and the efficiency from the quarterback with Austin and the different running backs, when it looks effortless, that's just that ultimate efficiency. That's when you get the high step into the end zone, and that's when you get to shake a football off your stick glove.
Looks like he's also maybe setting himself up to make a lot of money. Yeah. We're not going to get too ahead of things, but he's going to have a decision at the end of the year. Might be looking like a time for the NFL for KJ Hill, but we'll save that for another day, Evan. We got one more month of the regular season to go with him. Maybe you'll get a chance to break him down as he heads into the postseason or these last 4 meaningful games. So that's BuckIQ. He's Evan Spencer, and I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.